Hey everybody, it's Nick from Forte Legato Coffee, and we're here at the Legato Lounge today with Kinota Braithwaite. And I'm really excited about having Kinota here today because Kinota has written a book. And many of you who understand Forte Legato know that we're very intentional about race relations, especially for the Asian American and Pacific Islander. Like specifically because of my background within the Philippines and China, and then my wife's background, partially Japanese. So our children, who are 12 and 10, mixed race, and at the same time, they're like trying to like figure things out in life. Kinota actually wrote this book right here, Mio the Beautiful, and as a part of that, it's a great story, but there's a lot of, I would say, pain and suffering behind that
Right.
led to this. So Kinota, can you tell us a little bit about why you wrote this book, who it's about, and
Right.
what's the overall goal for that?
Right. So my daughter, we live in Japan, and my daughter Mio was attending Japanese school. Yeah. And first year she went there, it's perfect, fine. Yeah. She had a good time at her Japanese school. And her mother is Japanese, and I'm
Mhm.
African Canadian, so she has mixed heritage, right? Like your children, you know. So she has two different heritage. She's African Canadian and she's Japanese. And one day she came home from school and she said that she didn't want to go to school anymore.
Oh,
And this is like, yeah, it wasn't, it was kind of sad, It's pretty sad
hmm.
because, like, whenever I talk about this, I always get pretty sad. So, um,
I think as a parent, yeah.
yeah, but then I said to my daughter, I said, "Hey, if we do the same things, right, as the people that are bullying you, then we're not going to solve this problem. So we should do something different." Um, I went to the school principal and we talked to him, and surprisingly, he said that this is not acceptable. You know,
That's great because
I mean,
usually, yeah, the nail that sticks out's the one that gets hammered down. Is that?
right? Yeah. So he's like, "This is not acceptable. This
Yeah.
is not the type of school we are, and making fun of the person's skin color is wrong." And he called the parents up of the children that were bullying my daughter Mio, and he talked to them, and he said that your kids cannot do this, and I'm not going to accept this. And so I thought, okay, that was fine, but I thought to myself, maybe I can go to the school and do a presentation and to teach these kids, like, okay, why my daughter's skin color is different, why I
Mhm.
look the way I do, and where I'm coming from, and the history. And so what I did is asked the parent of the child that was bullying my daughter to come and do the translation.
Oh,
So I went in there and then I did the presentation with the parent of the child who was bullying, and we were like united together, right? And so whatever I was saying, I was like, and the parent was translating that to the kids. And so that was like a really good moment because we were able to like come together. And then after the presentation, the kid that was bullying Mio, he came up to me and he goes, "That was a very good presentation." And he said, "Thank you for coming. And please come back to our school at any time. And I'm sorry that did that to your daughter, Mio."
oh
And
man.
I was like, wow, that was really good. There are like so many kids in Japan being bullied, right?
Mhm.
And not only in Japan, but throughout the world. There's kids that may look a little bit different, may have a different skin color, may have a different nationality, maybe speak different, and I thought to myself, I said, hey, not everyone has a good principal or parent that will go to the school
Yep.
and to act on the child's behalf. So then I decided to write a book with the message that all children, regardless of their nationality, regardless of the color of the skin, are beautiful.
Yep.
And I just want to spread the message and try to unite people from all walks of life, from all races. It doesn't matter if the child is white, if the child is black, child, whatever color the child is, it doesn't matter. They should be able to go to school and be able to learn without being bullied.
Well, we've been able to pick up a few copies, and we're gonna start selling them at our shop. And
Right.
I know it's, we're in South Carolina, we're kind of far from
Right.
Japan, but
Right.
I think the story is true across every nation, because you can't judge somebody by how they look.
Right.
So
Yeah.
but I know that with what you're trying to do, you're trying to get into various places in Japan. So can you tell me a little bit about like the types of places that you're either having challenges getting into, or where you might need the most help, and maybe we can tap into our network in Japan to kind of attack that.
Right. I think the thing is that I've like going into like corporate organizations, that hasn't been really a problem. Yeah. Because they have this, they have like a global mindset. Yeah. And that's been, but some of the just regular Japanese people I've sent the book to, and they're like, I can't believe this is happening.
Like,
Yeah.
they couldn't believe it existed, or that there was an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, they know about the bullying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot of support for that, yeah. Because I mean, it doesn't matter what your race is. Like, if you're being bullied in school, so there's been a lot of support. But they didn't realize that somebody that had like a slightly different skin color was going through these type of things in Japan.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to post the link to the book on Amazon,
Right.
because that's where I picked up my copies, unless there's a better place to pick them up from that benefits you more. I also saw that was there also an Amazon link to help donate funds to kind of push for your cause.
Right. So what I'm trying to do is that I've created a wish list, and so every book that's purchased through there, I will sign it, and then I will donate it to a school.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to. The reason why I want to get into schools is for like the librarian or a parent or somebody to read that book to the kids and spread this like important message of peace.
But if there was any other message you wanted to convey to everybody that you haven't been able to yet, or you've been waiting to, or just in general that across the board you wanted, what would that be?
So what I've learned from this whole experience is that, one, to forgive others. Yeah. And I used a lot of that anger that I had, and I put it in something positive, and so those are things that I've learned, and I've received like a lot of great support, from all over the world, of people that are just like resonating or like uniting behind this message, right? So I think that I'm just trying to change the world. I'm just one person, I'm just one person, and I'm trying to change the world through like writing these books and trying to help kids and families and everybody along the way. So it's been a good experience, so I mean, that's a big question, but that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Well, like I said, we're going to have your book and links to those and a couple of the articles that we've seen. Appreciate your time. Arigato gozaimasu.
Yes. You're Japanese, man. You're sure.
And I look forward to being able to connect with you over a cup of coffee in person. I know the kids do too. Well, Kinota, thanks for your time. Let's catch up soon. Appreciate it.
Cheers.